Hello, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful Sunday. I'm having a bonus stream here in the middle of the day. It's a nice day outside. I went out, did some chores, got some grocery shopping done, and I came back and I really wanted to play Blueprints because I've heard a lot of good things about it that very specifically did not describe anything about the game. I've been told that this is a game where I should go in knowing absolutely as little as possible, and that's my absolute favorite thing. When someone tells me you should play this game, you should learn nothing about it. That's what I love. Because it means that this is going to be a puzzle game where I need to figure everything out, and there's going to be a billion different pieces, and everything's going to fall into place in certain ways, and it's going to be great. For background, hi, I'm Faded Oasis. I normally stream 4 days a week here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis, and I upload all my VODs to youtube.com/@Faded Oasis. Uh, for context, I very, very much like puzzle games. Um, One of my favorite games of the last decade is Tunic. I have the Fox plush and the instruction book behind me. Tunic is an absolutely amazing game. Before that, I love The Witness, another puzzle game where there are hidden things that fall into place and you're best not knowing what. I recently started playing Taiji. Is that the name of it? Um, when I was visiting my parents, I had my Steam Deck on me and I loaded up Taiji, which I heard was another good game. Yeah, Taiji. Um, and that also seems like a great puzzle game with secrets and stuff, and I need to get back to that. I haven't had time. But then people started talking about blueprints, and so all I actually know about the game is it's a puzzle game where you're trying to get. It's based off of a very old puzzle book called Mazes or Maze or something like that, where you're just trying to get from the first room to the last room in the fewest steps possible. And also, there's a giant puzzle hidden within the rooms and everything like that. Um, I know Blueprints is based loosely on that concept. I know it's roguelike ish, so the building layout will change every time I lose, but there's also a lose condition. I don't know what that means. Um, like obviously, if the building has to change, that means there's some point where I have to start over, which makes it not like The Witness or Outer Wilds or Tunic or I guess a little bit like Outer Wilds. Maybe it has an Outer Wilds element that I wasn't aware of. For reference, I have not played Outer Wilds, but I've seen way too much of it, so it's not worth me playing it. I do really like that game. I just can't play it, unfortunately. Um, or I would feel weird playing it. Let's get to this scene. So as you can see, I've got my graph paper out here. That camera's on a little bit of a delay, but maybe if I cut the preview here. I've modified. No, that's still on delay. Whatever. I've modified my Lego building layout just for graph paper, and I've got pencils and highlighters in a bunch of different colors. And hopefully, I'll be able to use that to my advantage. I don't know how much I'm going to be writing down at the start, though. I do want to. I forgot to post about this in my friend Discord. So I'm going to do that real fast. If anyone wants to watch me play Blueprints from scratch, I'm live now. Okay. So right away from the title screen, I see a whole bunch of different elements that are definitely puzzle elements. I just don't know in what way. We've got White Bishop from chess, a literal set of blueprints, because the name is a pun, a compass to help draw with blueprints, and a straight edge here, or an angle bracket thing. A building, an hourglass, or an hourglass that's ticking down. A red crown that might be like a paper crown sitting on a stack of books. I don't know what this is behind it. Candle that's mostly burned out. A compass. A grail that's tipped over. A few coins. A candlestick, maybe? Like a candelabra? A statue, a bust of someone, a violin, and a globe with not Earth on it. And also a hidden sword underneath the blueprints. I don't know. I haven't even gone into settings yet. Hold on. Controls. I am not. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. There we go. That looks better. Sure. Okay. I got no idea what's going on here. Let's go. Oh, please no spoiling or backseating. It's a bit of a load. That's a bit of a load. Jeez. Okay, there we go. I didn't check for subtitles. I don't know if there's even dialogue in this game. What do I know Raw Fury from? Tondo Ross. I haven't heard Tondo Ross's name before. Raw Fury's made other games. I think they're a publisher. It's the dude from the bust. This time in painting form.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Okay, we've been bequeathed the house.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Oh, okay.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
Okay.
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Okay. That was a great title sequence. Ooh, I love that title card. Oh, man. Okay, great. It's 8 o'clock. Day 1, huh? Alright. Okay. Got a cursor in the middle of the screen. Is that picking up? It is. Okay. It's a very faint cursor. So I assume it's WASD. And given that I'm taking footsteps and there's a footstep counter on the corner that hasn't gone down, I'm assuming that's number of rooms to go into. And immediately I'm looking at this like it's an escape room, because it kind of is. I mean, not escape, because I can just leave, but I'm not gonna. Goal is to find the 46th room, and I have 50 steps to do so. Right, we got an ace of spades being held by a right hand. Queen of diamonds being held by a left hand. A bust of this dude. A bust of this other dude. Time is ticking. Time is actively moving. Okay. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. When you no longer have any left, you'll be too tired to continue searching and must call it a day. Okay. Alright. We got a vase over here. Can I do anything with you? No. Got an identical vase over here. Alright. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all of my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. There's no page after this. Okay. Okay, so the rooms will... Time is still ticking. I see the grandfather clock. Pendulum is still swinging, so... we will find tools and items to use. The rooms change. So that's the roguelike element where... Okay, I have a Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access by pressing tab. Entrance hall antechamber. And this is a 9x5 grid. This is 45 rooms, and we have to find room 46. Okay. I'm assuming there is no penalty for racking up a number of days. Like, we're not going to automatically lose if we hit day 21 without finding it or something like that. From its root meaning the room before, all signs and paths point toward the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, yet let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. What number is that? Is that 45? That's 45. Okay. Entrance hall is room 2, not room 1. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Hall is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. It's permanent. Blueprint. Hi, Pug. How are you? Is this a permanent blueprint objective? Okay. If this is our objective, I guess we've got a secondary objective of getting to room 45, but room 46 is our actual goal. Red rooms. All right. It's almost 9. We've got flowers here. Okay. What do we have back here? Oh, these are going to be hints, aren't they? We got 2 different types of canes. We got 3 different bird statues, different heights. We have a lantern with a candle in it. Coat rack that is empty. 2 chairs. Okay. So Ace of Spades and Queen of Diamonds. And then those 2 faces. I think that's it. Let's start by going left. Select a room to draft. Oh, this is a drafting game too? Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footsteps. Closet with no exit. Hallway. This is my first stream of it. This is my first time with it. I have not seen anything of this game. There are 2 items in the closet. I guess let's go to the bedroom. Well, if we go to the hallway, assuming that it gets laid out like this, where we enter this side, we'll be able to get to the room in the corner of the building. Let's do a hallway. What's happened in the first 20 minutes? I talked about how I like puzzle games and how people who like Tunic and Outer Wilds and The Witness have all recommended this game, and that I've seen none of it. There was an intro sequence. My grand uncle has passed away and given me this house with the sole condition that I figure out I'm only allowed to keep the house if I can figure out where room 46 is in this 45 room estate. You're playing Tunic right now? Nice. How far are you? Okay. Hallway. Other things that I've noticed in this, or that it's told me also. Seriously, room 46? Yes. We've got a blueprint here that is 9 by 5, so it's 45 rooms, and we have to find room 46. That is the condition that we need to do in order to keep the mansion. There's a time system. Time is ticking because the grandfather clock was ticking, and actually time was moving as I was reading stuff. The number's becoming the funny puzzle game number. 46. I don't know. Please don't tell me.
Hi!
But I don't know what you're referencing, Puck. Hi, Glass. How are you? Right, another vase here. We have some praying hands with rosary beads. We have a crowbar. Okay. Okay, I knew this was just a hall. We got a note here. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. This feels like something I should write down. Unless this changes every time. I don't know. There's our Ace of Spades and Queen of Diamonds from the previous room. Alright, the storeroom, which has +1 key, +1 diamond, and +1 coin. I got no idea what diamonds and coins are for. The pantry's got 4 coins in it. Or the lavatory. Let's go to the storeroom. Okay, +1 coin. We've got a nice flan or pudding dessert here. Folds in something, or... Oh, it's sideways. It's sand dunes. Okay. Giant rug. I'm gonna pick up the key. And it's literally a diamond. Okay. We've got a pawn. Another vase. Some upside down stools. This looks interesting. I don't have a crouch. Glue back there. Another rug rolled up. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking for specifically. I'm just looking. Wait. A drawing of a bluebird going swimming. Okay. Sure. Sure. Alright, so now to answer my question, if I backtrack, do I take another step? I do. Okay. That's good to know. I feel like the punchline in this game already is congratulations, you now own a money pit. Well, my great uncle had told me, like built it up about how good a puzzle solver our family is, or something. Like, should be able to solve everything. So, ooh, we've got a nice mini map here. Let's go to the den because it's got more exits. It is 9:45 now. We have another pawn here. Really like the scrunkly wallpaper. Yeah. Giant clock here. Okay. Anything unusual about this clock? No. We got 4 lights in a cross pattern here. Interesting bookends on like a star-ish table. Half a star. Fallen candlestick. Spiral staircase. Another clock. That's 3 clocks in this, 4, 5 clocks, 6 clocks in this room so far. Okay, a different gem. 2 geese. All the clocks are showing the same time, so it's not a puzzle about I mean, it might be a puzzle about time, but I got no idea. Let's keep going. A bedroom that goes left. Let's do that. Greetings from Reddington. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay. Got a finger pointing down. That is an interesting little table there. A top hat and a necktie painting. Another pawn here. A puzzle box thing. Trunk is locked. Let's not use a key yet. What is it? Is this like a serving tray or like a yeah, like a serving tray, 3-tiered. Okay, a woman wearing a moon-shaped necklace. Open the drawer. No. It's very quiet in this room. All right. Let's open that chest. A spare set of car keys. And another gem. Okay. What's our map look like? Okay, so if we use the chapel, we can go south and fill in that room and go north. When you enter the chapel, lose a money. Lose a coin. So if we go into the chapel, we're down to 0. We go south. If we don't find a coin, we can go back. Hopefully, we can't go into negatives with money. It's just... I don't know. Okay. These probably aren't... Like, they have the number at the bottom that makes me think tarot cards, but they're probably not tarot cards. So, we've got... Number 1 is an angel farmer with a hoe. I assume they're all angels. Number 2 is a chef with a... Is it like a long paddle or like a pizza peel or something? They look a bit tarot to me. Yeah, that was my first thought, but I bet it's not related to tarot. 3 is a farmhand with pitchfork. What is that? I don't know. 4 is a chimney sweep. Okay, 5 was back here. A broom. 6 has a riding crop. And 7 has a shield and a staff. Okay, what does any of that mean? We got a bishop there. Yeah, I got no idea. So this is going to be a dead end. Let's go to the spare room. Okay, so this doorway is boarded up because it couldn't possibly, there couldn't be a room there. We've got packing tape. I can't grab the packing tape. Okay. We've got outside. Outside's nice. We got high voltage power lines coming up here, not just, okay, sure. Not high voltage, but, you know, the primary lines. Nothing weird. This was a dead room. Nothing in this room. Great. Glad I chose it. Let's go back. Haha, got you. I can't pay another coin, sucker. Bathroom. Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting this in this room. Gem requirements. Do the garage. So, okay, it costs a gem to draft that room. Okay, like an intercom. Oh, it's a garage door opener. That isn't working. Queen of Diamonds again. The same picture of the Queen of Diamonds. Propane tank. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship, your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. Okay. I just noticed that the bottom corner says Garage Rank 4. I don't know what Rank 4 means. Is that my rank or is that the garage's rank? Have I been leveling up? Has the garage leveled up? Is rank 4 higher than level 3 or is it worse than level 3? So many questions. I was told there were keys in here. Oh. How about these giant keys right here? Okay, just keys, nothing else. Can I open the... Right, I've got the set of car keys. Haha. The drop-off address is 14220 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Is the address relevant? 14220 Sandy Heights. Floor plan upgrade disc. Insert in one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Okay. So that's why this is garage rank 4. Because they can be upgraded. I can't open this door, but that shouldn't be relevant. Okay. Am I done in here? Before I take a step out of this room? I think I'm done. Alright. So I've seen all directions. I've got to backtrack all the way back to the den. This is probably a bad idea to go to the garage. Oh, every time I enter this room, I get 2 steps? Wow. Okay, that can't be abused, because if I leave and come back in, I use 2 steps to gain 2 steps, but that's pretty good. Alright. It's 20 past 11. Corridor is always left unlocked. This room counts as 2 bedrooms, a bunk room, and a dining room. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Whatever it is, it's going to close off the entrance hall here, unless I do dining room. Bunk room doesn't have any exits. There's no way to go north with these cards. Let's do the corridor. We've got a bride in a wedding dress. A bridge over a small creek. A fedora or a trilby. Security. View and inventory of all items currently in the house. Interesting. Pantry or guest bedroom. Security will let me go north. Let's go to security room. What? Security room has a cutscene. I've been in that storeroom. I haven't been in that one. Okay. Cool cutscene. So this is an important room. Blue memos true, red memos are lies. Doors in the West Wing are not more likely to be locked. Unless written by hand. Was that memo written by hand or was it typed? I got no idea. Okay. Can't use the phone. So I've got an upgrade disc. In theory, I should be able to use it. Is it here? Yeah, insert disc. Okay. I don't know what upgrading will do. Will do. This keyboard is missing an eye. This is this one. Yeah, okay. The keyboards are missing the letter I. I don't know that that's relevant, but it might be. The enter arrow is pointing up instead of down and then left. That's weird. The numpad only has 6 numbers on it. It's past noon. It's... Why is the hour hand before 12 if it's 12:05? The clock's weird. There's a knight up there. I can't tell if it's white or like a dark gray. Can you be annoying? You can be... Wait, are you asking permission to be annoying, or are you asking if I find you annoying? Because I don't find you annoying. If you're asking for permission to be annoying, sure. Maybe. Staff notice. Effective for the first week of December, payroll for all live out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where Punch Clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password crossed out. Okay. So there are terminals in security and laboratory. It's not the enter key, it's the return key. You're right. But it's not, though, because it's pointing up. It's not returning the... But yes, you're right. D-turn key? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, wait. Red memos are lies unless written by hand. So typed red memos are lies. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So, antechamber is locked and access levers are required to grant entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Liz writing notes is going to be a fun game. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Okay, keycard access security doors. More likely to appear in higher ranks. Keycards needed for higher ranks, and the normal doors will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. That makes sense. The closer you get to the antechamber, the harder it will be to progress. So we've got a bat flying over a forest. We've got a bathtub. I wonder if that's related. I've spent like an hour in this room. Bat trees. Okay. Possibly. So it's crossed out, but it looks like the terminal password starts with an S. Although maybe it's crossed out to mean that it is no longer that. Who knows? All right, let's welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. It's enter. It's not the return key. View estate inventory, keycard system, login and network. Let's view estate inventory. Following a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected, this list will be updated as new rooms are added. I've collected everything that I found. Okay. Those chumps. I mean, this is a terminal, so you are entering data. It would have been a return key on a typewriter, right? Because you're returning the either the page to the left edge, or sorry, that you're returning the page all the way to the right, or you're returning the not stamps. What's the name of the carriage? Yeah. Or with the version where you have the ball, what has all the letters on it that presses into the ink ribbon. What the hell's that called? You're returning that to the left. The carriage return key, absolutely. Whereas this is a computer terminal, so you are entering data. I think that's where the difference is. I know my keyboard says enter written on it, but okay. Let's main menu. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The system is operational. System settings. The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Keycards needed for higher ranks. So I'm going to leave this on medium. Presumably it means that I can force higher ranks to appear in the mansion, in the estate, because they will and they will be locked. Or I can go easier and say, okay, I don't want as many locked doors, but give me lower ranked rooms. Offline mode locked. This mode determines the default setting of the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. General safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. So if power goes out, do we fail-safe lock or fail-safe unlock? If I set this to unlocked, and then I trip the power somehow, I should be able to unlock the doors, is my thinking. Wait, I didn't upgrade that. I didn't. There we go. Storeroom data has been found. You will have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. An extra key, an extra gem, or 9 extra coins. Keys open doors. Gems help me get into better rooms. I have no idea what coins do yet. It's a lot. That's a lot of them. Let's say keys. Sure. I've done it. I wonder if I've now bricked my run. Historically, return and enter were different keys. Return is the big one and enter is the numpad one. Ah. A bunch of scratches. Damn. Oh, I got it. Hold on. Damn. If I try 3 times, does it lock me out? That's a yep. Okay, cool. Nope. Okay, not that one. Thanks, class. All right. So I believe it starts with S because that's what that note says. It's past 1:30. Let's go south. The parlor has a puzzle piece in it. Or the walk-in closet has 4 items. Let's do the part. What's the puzzle piece? Can't look out the windows because that faces the entrance hall. The black box contains gems. This box and the blue box are empty. All 3 boxes are empty. I'm presuming I can only open 1 box. Okay. Let's see what else we got before I touch anything. Bunch of pillows. I can't interact with this, can I? No. Got a coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional coin in interest. Oh yeah, we get an economy, baby. Eventually, I'll be able to afford the strong units and overwhelm the forces. I don't know. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it has been quite a while since we have been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusion that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I've included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be At least one box which displays only true statements. Okay, so at least one box is telling the truth. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Okay. One box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. So assuming that this page is entirely truthful. Rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. We got a safety pin, a tree of some sort. If I'm supposed to know what types of trees are what, I'm screwed. All right. At least one box is telling the truth, at least one box is lying, and the state of the other box is unknown. Exactly one box has a prize. So, all three boxes are empty. This one is definitely lying. So one of these two is telling the truth, and the other one may or may not be. This box and the blue box are empty. The black box contains gems. Both of those statements are the same thing. So they're both true. This has the gems in it. All right. Could be a pine, could be. Don't know. Guest bedroom, lavatory, observatory. +1 for each time you've... +1 sparkle for each time you've drafted observatory. I don't know what that means. Where are we? We're in the corner of the building here. Let's do the observatory, because then we can go north. And we can find out what a sparkle is. Okay, so there should be one sparkle here. We got a nice looking deer or elk. I'm pretty sure that deer is a subset of elk. I don't know. The clock? I can't tell. The globe spins. It is definitely not an Earth globe. And I can't choose where to stop it. Wait, that one spun more than once. It spun like 1 1/4 turns. Did this end in the same place? That spun like 1 1/6 turns. Maybe this was like 1 1/6. Okay, so I can change what way the globes are facing. We have another knight. There's a knight here and a knight here. Oh god, we're gonna have a chess puzzle with the layouts of the rooms. Okay. This is interesting here, how some are broken. I don't know what that means, or if that's just a visual thing. The Fixed Stars, the Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Fen Aries Bird & Sons Publishing, 1809. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Constellations have effects. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. So because I chose this room once, I'm probably just getting that. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. +3 steps. Diamondus Minor. That's the shape of that one painting in... I can't look at the blueprint right now. there's a painting of 4 stars in that shape in the living room, not the parlor, like the den or whatever. Southern Cross rooms with 4 doors are more common. Apples are extra delicious today. Good to know. +1 key. +5 gems. Draxus the Dead. Dead-end rooms are more common today. You'll note how that one's not drawn, which makes sense. The sale, everything is 50% off today. It's not that type of sale. Is this supposed to be telling me that words that sound close to each other are important and a hint? Maybe. L'Orealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. What does that mean? Alright, that's all the pages. Okay. That's 20. It jumps up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 11, 12, 15, 20. Well, page numbers is number of stars, and the number that you have goes up every time you choose the observatory. How else would you draw a sail? I mean, you might draw like a market or something. Who knows? Yeah, then depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky, different constellations of various sizes may be visible. Sometimes more than one in a single day. Okay. So those pages that are, or those numbers that are missing might be... Oh, I need to interact. Oh, okay. I've got to point this up the thing. Okay. It's not the way I thought it would go. Go this way. What is this? We got a tag that says 10. Oh, wait, we've hit the thing. No, other way. Other way, other way. Stag. Okay. I don't know how high up this needs to go. I just jump? I can't just jump. Let me see. A star. Okay. So that makes sense. Let's exit. What if I look up? That's not up. Doesn't go up any further. Okay. I should have a 10 though. Whatever. Figure things out later. All of these are dead ends. So I'm gonna have to go back through security to get to the rest of the mansion. do we get the 10 steps from the guest bedroom? Food for sale. I only have 1 coin. So let's not do the kitchen yet. Let's just do this. Get my steps. There was a gem in here. Didn't say there was anything in here. Okay. Quick scan the room for items. Okay, I can read that note. 1 second though. Alright, very nautical themed. Let's read the note. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Okay, in the billiard room there is a puzzle that has to do with a dartboard and you don't need to know the rules of darts. I do know the rules of darts, but it's not going to help me. Hoping your health improves shortly. That's... Alright, we've got a steering wheel, a minecart full of coal or ore, and a pick. Automobile, car, car. Oh, wait a minute. Can you re-roll the options? I don't think you can re-roll the rooms. Maybe? No. When I go through security and try to go into the next room, we'll see. There's a pawn up here. I wonder if the same rooms have the same chess pieces every time. I'm also thinking one of these puzzles has to do with the paint pictures, and that there's a missing letter that might be important. So cart minus car. So this room is a T. Stag minus tag. This room is an S. Pine and pin. This room is an E. EST. Yeah, EST. Are they spelling out something? If they're spelling out something, then they would have to be different groupings of pictures in each room. I feel like they are spelling out. Yeah, so I'm thinking that okay, so this is the entrance hall had the Ace of Spades and the Queen of Diamonds. I feel like that one might not be a letter. I think that might be a hint for something else or something. Hallway had... I don't remember. The storeroom had... Is this the one with the dunes? Yes. It had large sand dunes, and it had... something else. I don't remember. And I backtracked, went to the den. That had 2 drawings. And I don't remember. Ace and face. That's good. Okay. Yes, absolutely. So, next time I come through the building, I'm going to track this stuff. I would spend too many steps backtracking all of these rooms to find everything. I'm just gonna plan it out for next time, and I'm going to check and make sure that, because my suspicion is that the drawings, you will encounter the same drawings in the same order every time you go through the building. So whatever room you choose has those drawings. So if I didn't choose the hallway and chose something else here, it would have the same drawings, and that the drawings aren't specific to the rooms themselves. Raises the question of what is the longest word you can spell by linking rooms together. No, so Pug, that's assuming that the drawing is linked to the room, that the hallway will always have the two drawings that are in the hallway. I think that the second room you discover will always have the same the same pictures as the second room you discover. I think that they're going to change on the next playthrough. It'd just be a question of maths. Could be, yeah. I should probably... There's a vault that's open. That's cool. There's probably a bunch of info that I can glean from these cameras. Been in there. It's 4:14. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if time's gonna run out, or if maybe time just always goes and I don't get us. Okay, let's go. I don't see a way of re-rolling these rooms. If I choose closet, I've locked myself out of the rest of the mansion. Dark room, you cannot see floor plans while drafting in this room. That's fine. I don't think I'll need to see floor plans. Oh wait, does that mean I can't see which room I'm going to, or does it mean I just can't see my actual... Yeah, they've given me a number of rooms to go into limit up here, the step limit. And I'm hoping that that's the only limit as to when I get tired and need to go to sleep. I think we choose the dark room, because it and the courtyard let me go the same directions, and I don't know that I need to see the floor plans. Right, it's a dark room. Okay. Well, I don't actually know much about developing film. Sinca Co? What is this? This is probably a camera. The only reason I'm writing that down is it starts with an S and it's 7 letters. So it might be a password. A scale that is set to... Where's the thing? Is it this? I can't tell. I think it's just set to 0. What happens when the power goes out? There's something about the powering going out. Oh, security doors. Doors that need security keys are unlocked when the power goes out. I set that at the terminal. Okay, well, this is the side room. Let's go out to the side. I don't think there's anything in this room. Okay, yeah, I can't see where I'm going. Can I see the blue? Oh, okay. So do I pay a gem? Or do I... Let's just roll the dice on left. Bathroom. Lavatory, okay. You have a pea pod and a peak. So K. That is an interesting design for the S. That was the same design as of the S on the camera. What was his middle name? Was it Herbert S something, or was it J? I don't remember. Got nothing in here. Can I wash my hands? Nothing in here. All right. Let's choose one of the ones that need gems. Kitchen, food for sale. I don't have a lot of money. Alright, what do we got? Mountain Holly kitchen menu. Banana 2, club sandwich 8, bacon and eggs 8. Today's main course, glazed salmon. The main course is served only in the dining room. I see. Okay, there's another menu over here. Banana 2, club sandwich 5. Yeah, and then lunch dish 5. Today's main course. It doesn't say. I wonder why. Is this tomorrow's menu? And they haven't decided a main course yet? Oh. Or is it just a background element? It's probably just a background element, and I shouldn't worry about it. Banana plus 3 steps. Club sandwich plus 15 steps. Plus 10, and add a morning room to today's draft pool. Lemon glazed salmon, charbroiled Cajun spice salmon, lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaf. 20 steps plus an additional 10 if you have an aquarium in your house. Unfortunately, I don't have the money. I might come back later. Oh. Okay, this is just the background element because it's taking the camera angle from here. Okay. So what's printed on this doesn't matter. We got pine and... Okay, match, flame. Um, pine and... Okay, I'm thinking it's not pine here. Pinch? No, because that's 2 letters different. Is the red magnet relevant? I doubt it, because some of the drawings were... I noticed one of them being held up by 2 green thumbtacks and one by 1 red thumbtack. And then there were some in frames, and I don't know that the way that they're affixed to the wall is relevant. Might be. Who knows? Okay, I can't think of what word that is yet. I will though eventually. I'm gonna assume that's still pine because it's the same. It's the same tree. Pin pie. Okay, so it's not removing a letter from pine. It's got to be adding a letter to pine. Spine doesn't make sense. That's not a pine tree. That's a fir tree. It's fire and fir. Okay. So there's an E. But again, I don't know. So if that's a fir tree here, is this a different drawing than the pine tree in the other room? Maybe. Or they might have just reused. Right, we're going to the wall here. If we choose anything but dining room, we lock ourselves out. Well, we're going to the dining room. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford the salmon. It might be worth it to lock ourselves out. And we're ampersand and sand, so S. Yeah, it might be worth it to lock ourselves out and restart. But I do want to discover more rooms. You are not one of the 2 people in the bus of the entrance hall. I don't think. Is there just a boat over there? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna assume that the outside elements are not entirely relevant, if at all, but they might be. I might just be wrong. So there's a pawn in here. There's got to be a chess puzzle with the way the rooms are laid out. So I also want to... One of the reasons I want to restart is to see if the chess pieces are the same from room to room. Pantry's the only one that lets us progress. Let's get 4 coins. And an apple. Heck yeah. And I got interest. That's nice. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Oh, no, there's a math problem here. There were 4 coins, which is change from how much they were given for 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. And 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges equals 50 steps? Question mark? So much. Okay. So it's 50 steps. So 1 apple, 1 banana, 1 orange is 10 steps. The other room said, the kitchen said bananas were 2 steps. No, they cost 2, and they gave how many steps? I don't remember. I just got an apple, which I ate, I guess, and I don't know how many steps it gave me. Um, yeah, it's not my inventory. Plus the 46 because you picked up 4 coins of change. Okay, so bananas were 2 coins each. I don't remember how many steps they were. Assuming that the kitchen prices are the same as wherever they bought their food from. But yeah, this has to be 50. This has to equal 50 steps. I think the apple is 2 steps. I didn't see how many it gave me, and apparently it's not in my inventory. Um, I could go back to the kitchen and check, but I don't want to spend the steps to backtrack. So spending the steps to backtrack now would be a lot better than doing it when I'm way further in. Let's go to the kitchen. Banana's 3 steps. Do I want to buy a banana? I don't think so. I think we're good on steps right now. So what I just thought of is 50 steps should be more than enough. Might refer to I start with 50 steps and not that 5 apples plus 5 bananas plus 5 oranges equals 50 steps. So I might be wrong about that, but we'll see. Why is Bridgette's name written weird? Bridge in lowercase, the rest of the note in uppercase, including the last 3 letters of her name. What? Okay, why is a bridge relevant? Have other notes had this issue where there's a word written in a different way and I haven't noticed until now? Who knows? Your cough is missing an E. All right, we've got 10 and tent. This was tag before for with stag. So pictures can be interpreted to mean multiple things. So fir and pine might have been the same tree. Okay. Heck, use a key. Breaker box, I can shut off the power, which will let me access to nowhere. Boudoir is a dead end. Great Hall has 7 locked doors. Well, I don't understand how the Great Hall works. Let's figure it out. Because it's the only one that'll let me get somewhere. So, I mean, by this layout, this is the only door that actually gets me anywhere. So I can open one other door with the keys I have. Chat, pick a door. Pick a number 1 to 7. 1 is over here. 4 is going to be the one straight ahead. 7 is over here. Okay. That's the one I was going to go to anyway. I was going to... This is straightforward, but I wanted to also look at another room. Conference room actually gets me anywhere. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house. Okay, so items can appear in rooms after I've discovered them. Package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. So if I choose mailroom and we dead end, then the mailroom tomorrow will have a package in it. And if you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Let's do conference room because that lets me get places. Before I step into the conference room, I have one more key. Chat, pick a number 1 to 6. Because I have I don't think I have any hints as to if a door leads somewhere. So, like, I'm going to be choosing a random door. 4. Great, thank you. We got a disc. Can upgrade a room if I go back, if I find another terminal, or go back to the security room. All right, we've got chart cart H. What was the last one? 10 and tent, so it was T, TH. These are definitely spelling something. Did these generate when I unlocked the door or when I walked into this room? I don't know. I can see Trey and Stray, maybe? Let's take a step. Tiger. That's not the cat I thought it was. That's a tiger. And like it is a 3-tiered tray. But I don't know. Everyone's got What is this room? The conference room. Adds a paper for everyone. Oh, we got a red note. And some writing. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Typed red memos are lies. The safe code is not 9083. Do I even bother writing that down? Let's go south. South. This way. Oh, wait. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Oh, okay. You're going to remember it anyway? Thanks. We can rule out 1/10,000th of the options. Keys for sale? No thanks. Closet and nook. No, they're all dead ends. Let's see what items are in the closet. It means we're locking out this space. Can't get there ever. Sledge, hammer, and a key. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay. I have to be careful not to back up too far, because I'm going to use up all my steps. Alright, we have some sort of flower. We got a bowler hat. That's the third hat I remember seeing. Could be by... Might not mean anything. Might just be we need a hat here. We've got a stage. Curtain. Show. Stage. Stage stag is going to be a thing. I know that. I hope I don't need to know types of flowers. Plant. Let's see. Theater, curtain, stage. I'm gonna pass on this one. I don't need to figure this out. Courtyard gets us multiple places. I do have a key. I could go back to the Great Hall and open another locked door. We have a metal detector? Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Alright. Three rocks, 2 rocks, 4 rocks, 3 rocks. So there's a Korok hidden under one of these, right? Yahaha, etc. It's dreary out. Alright, that one's locked. Let's see if this one's locked. Dang. Let's go this way. Gymnasium lets us move forward. Boudoir lets us move forward. go to the boudoir because it lets us move north. Oh, by greater chance, it means it'll let me know where they are. Okay. That's cool, at least. Alright. What's this? Can I look at the... Ooh. Goodness, Christmas photo. Presents under the tree. One of the presents is a safe, half unwrapped, with wrapping paper around the outside of, like around the handle for the safe that you use to actually engage the lock. So, it was obvious it was a safe. Gramophone. You've got a Santa hat on a mannequin. Um, Probably no other details that are relevant. What's this light thing here? What is this? Oh, it's a string of Christmas lights on a thing. Okay. All right, can I gussy myself up? What are we doing here? No, I can't wear these perfumes. Okay. Stag, elk, deer. Stage E. Can I get the music box going? Come on. Right. Another pair of shoes on the floor. Okay. Just throw our shoes all over in the boudoir. The Sage. Sinka Co. Um, Dang. So Senkaco makes safes and cameras. Or that thing I thought was a camera was a safe. Sinclair, Senkaco, of course. Can't afford the office. Maid's chamber, less likely to find items laying around in your house. Rude. And the bunk room is a dead end. I guess I gotta choose the maid's chamber if I want to keep going forward. Fan and flan, so L. Staff notice: the day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Okay, his middle initial is S. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. This room is rank 7. I think my mother has this exact wash basin. Or something very similar to it. Okay, a nice photo of the staff. I wonder if this will be relevant. It probably will, considering how well in focus the 6 central staff members are, and then the 2 off to the side are kind of fuzzy, but that might just be like trying to evoke old camera, not always having good lenses. Mila, the maid. Cinca makes sewing machines as well. All right. Cool. Okay. Passageway gives us 2 more exits. Wine cellar doesn't give us any. Combine inventory to create new items. Are you telling me that I can hit the car keys with the sledgehammer to see what happens? Let's try that. The passageway isn't going to actually help us, I don't think. And I kind of want to start a new run soon. Alright. We've got saw. Sheet music. What appears to be a broken lever could prove to be useful. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought to spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Among the bold words spoken soft, the note is read, the letter is not. So, for notes that have bold words, the note is read, the letter is not. Leave out. Is it just the letter A because that's what's carved into the stone? Huh. That's a security key card. I think I'm in a dead end. The true box does not always contain the prize. I knew that. We got a beer and paint. Paint and pint, so A. That's not what this is telling us about, right? Stones cut by hand and letters wrought. To spell our secrets carved from thought. Message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. I don't think I get it. I don't have a key card. So I guess we're walking back. Wait, okay. Um... Alright, so I can do this. Plus a third thing? Oh, you need 3 things that are compatible. Okay, that's a pain in the butt. Can't take this saw, can I? No? Okay. Right, well, I think I'm at a dead end. So I'm gonna call it a day. Wait, what time is it? I'm gonna find a clock. I don't have any more keys, so I can't go that way. Let's go try 9083 just to make sure. What letters do you have so far? I don't know. I haven't been tracking. I was going to do that on the second run. That's what I thought. Let's find a clock, see what time it is. I don't know all the letters anyway because I never figured out like this one. I didn't write them all down, and backtracking all the way would cost me too much, I think. So I'm just gonna start writing them down at the beginning of the next one. Metal detector picked up something. Is it just that there are more items in this room, but they're behind locked doors, probably? Yeah. There's a clock. It's almost 10 p.m. Stars are out. Okay. I think I'm good to restart. I'll write the dark room. Okay, so I can get to security again. I have... Right, the reason I want to come to security is I have a disc. I need to insert the disc. There we go. Select a floor plan. +1 diamond, +2... dice? Or +3 apples? I don't know what dice does. Sure. shrug emoji. Bridge and bride, said she. Alright, we got a clock here. Stairs, stars. That's what that was. This wasn't a constellation that I need to find. This was a letter. Okay. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to leave it here on this screen. And we'll see if something happens when it hits like midnight, or so, if it like says, yo, you fell asleep. To see if time is an actual factor, or if hopefully it's not. But yeah, I'm gonna go to break real fast, get up and stretch because it's been like 2 hours or something. Stick around, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Hi, how are you? Um, I we were looking at this clock and I realized that it's really not moving fast at all. So we probably got all the time in the world. So let's take a look at our room directory here. Wait, how do I? Okay, good. Things tell me what they are. There we go. Is there anything here that I want to learn more about? Room 46. The mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. Rarity rumored. Alright. So I've seen more rooms than this. These are the rooms that I've chosen. Others have come up in roles, so I guess I can't learn more about rooms I haven't been to. Let's call it a day. Tomorrow you will wake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory have been reset. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make any more progress here. Mount Holly, ordinary villa. Okay. Day 2, 8 a.m. again. It is the entrance hall again. I presume that this room is going to be here every single time. The cards are the same. This is the same letter. Welcome to Mount Holly. Blah, 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 blah. What words look different? Other than these rules. Okay, so the S, the middle initial S looking different is just because that's how he signs his name, I assume. Unless the S has some sort of special meaning. But the fact that Cinca Co. uses that S as the start of their name, maybe his middle name is Cinca. Why would this have a stamp on it? Why would he have mailed this? He didn't mail it. It's not addressed. That doesn't make any sense. It has a 4-cent stamp on it. That might be relevant. Yep. As far as I can tell, nothing about this room has changed. This is all on camera, right? Yeah. I need a straight edge. So what I'm going to write down in here is the letter from the drawings, the chess piece, and probably anything else I want to remember. So in here, the letter is F. I'm just going to start writing them across the bottom as well. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We went left last time. Let's go to the right this time. Hallway, spare room, lavatory. Hallway gives us the most options. This was the first room I drafted last time. I'm pretty sure spare room was not an option, so these are different each time. Let's do hallway again. Pin and pine. Okay. This is a typed red, so it is a lie. But this room is, I don't remember what the drawings were. If they were the same as last time, I should have looked at that. This is an E. F-E. Let's go to the Nook. So that's a good corner room here. I haven't been in here before. Got tag and stag. So S. We've got a white rook, so got some glassware whose shapes may or may not be relevant. Oh, wait. A journey noteworthy. As you continue your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Beside being in a different text. And I'm one step ahead of you, game. Although I'm also like 12 steps behind you, so, you know. A nice radio. A nice giant radio to have in the 1990s? Maybe they just haven't touched this room in 30 years. 60 years. Alright. We can do the parlor game. Or we can do the guest bedroom, because that'll be dead end, and then we can go up from the hallway. Because parlor would loop us back in here and like gives us one fewer. Let's do the guest bedroom. Cart and car. These are the same drawings. Okay, so now my next realization is, since all of the rooms have numbers, are the 45 notes in number order, or the 45 letters in number order? Which makes me want to write down the room numbers on my map. There's nothing in... There's no one single word that's different in this note. Where's the... Wait. Where's the chess piece? Oh, there it is. It's a pawn. And... that's... How's history? Oh, I can look back. That's nice. Alright, so entrance hall was 2. Nook is 13. Did the hallways not count as rooms? Where are they? Hallways. So, like, I'm in the guest bedroom. This should be number 13. It doesn't say that it's numbered here. And then the hallways don't have numbers. There are 8 bedrooms, 8 hallways, 8 green rooms, 8 shops, 8 red rooms. That's 40. The bedrooms don't appear. Oh, wait. What? Wait a minute. This building has way more than 45 rooms. It only has 45 on the plan. But only the blue rooms are numbered. Bedrooms are purple and not numbered. Hallways are brown and not numbered. Green rooms are green, obviously. Shops are yellow, red rooms are red. Huh. Okay. So we had a hallway and... Wait, where's the Nook? Here it is. The Nook is 13. No, wait. Oh, I wrote that down wrong because I'm not in the Nook here. I'm in the guest bedroom. Okay. So the letters can't be based on the numbers of the rooms because this room doesn't have a number and has drawings. So maybe it is just the order you discover them. Parlor's good. Parlor, we can play a game. Spare room gets us more north. Let's do the parlor. All right, we've got our boxes. Bat and bath. I don't know that... Ba, ba, ba. No differently written words here. These are just the rules. Wasn't there something over here last time? Maybe. I don't know. Alright. What are our rules here? This box contains gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This is lying. All 3 boxes contain gems. This is lying. This box contains gems. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. That's interesting. Storeroom or chapel. Chapel will make it link back up with the entrance hall. Kind of don't want to go to Well, does a secret passage generate another room, or does it link to a room you already have? It might just generate a room. So I just choose a color. I don't know what benefit the chapel is going to give me, unless it's the tool order that matters for something. So I'm thinking storeroom. And then I can loop back down to the entrance hall and go left. These are different. Bride was not here. This was Sand Dunes. Bridge was not here. This was something else. Okay, so the drawings do change from room to room. Okay, we've got a pawn here. And it's Bride and Bridge, so we're letters G. Which does not look good for the fact that these... You keep falling asleep. Sorry, Pug. Does not look good for these letters spell something, because so far the letters we have this run are F-E-S-T-H-G. So obviously these have to go. Here's the bluebird. Promise not a reflection. I mean, I try to keep a chill stream anyway. I try not to be like super excited, over the top YouTuber. So the fact that you're falling asleep instead of being annoyed is a good thing. I don't know. Okay, so these rooms have letters, but I have no idea what order the letters need to go in. Unless it's based on the position in the house? Because it's definitely not the order we find the rooms in. It's not like room number, because most of the rooms don't have numbers. This is now boarded up. The den opens up more pathways. The den is what was... The den was not here before. It was the hallway here, right? Yeah. Chess move order? Mate, no, I don't... You're probably joking. Unless there's... I mean, there might be like a chess game notations written in a book somewhere, and then that's the order is the pieces that move, but I don't... I think the chess pieces have to do with something... Okay, yeah. So these definitely change. Crowbar, rosary beads. So praying. I've seen these two in the same room before. And I don't remember if it was the room in this position. It might have been. So, what are we doing? We are... crowbar. I didn't grow up Christian or Catholic or whatever, so I don't know specifics about rosary beads. I assume it's just praying or blessing or it has to do with the rosary itself. But then crowbar, wedge, pry. It's a pry bar. Sword letters A. This is okay. Right, I have the parlor, storeroom, and den, which are wait. Where's my? There we go. Parlor is 5. Storeroom is 12. Den is 17. Let's get some items. Or do we go north? Maybe we do pantry. Yeah. Okay, flan and sand. It's not it, but it's sand dunes, flan, dessert. Okay, so if it's sand, it's no. Hmm. +2. So if the math is supposed to be 5 bananas plus 5 apples plus 5 oranges equals 50 steps, then an orange is 5 steps. If not, then shrug. We'll find out later. I can't climb ladders, can I? No, okay. Alright, let's figure this out. Just gotta know how much an orange costs and how much an apple costs. Although we don't know if that's relevant. I'm just writing numbers down because they might be. Lan. Dessert. Desert. Why do I always feel like an idiot when I finally get it? Position of the room matters. Along the bottom here, I've got SAFES. Safes. The next row up is blank blank GHT, so probably night or right. Probably right. Yeah, room position matters. Okay. So we've got 9 5-letter words. Chapel's pointing that way this time. It is not the same way. Interesting. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Oh, okay. So drawing room gets us a reroll. Let's try it. Okay, so we have so many drawings. I don't think we're going to be able to fit. Well, maybe. Okay. I don't think. Everyone's running. Or walking. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Oh, here are 2 pictures. Plane and plan. E8. 8 safes. These are all pictures of a gate, like the length of a step. Okay. Gate G-I-A-T. Sorry, G-A-I-T. Except for this one where he's sitting down. Okay, could it be gate? Sounds like gate G-A-T-E. So do something with a gate somewhere. Has anyone seen a fence around? Alright, let's go north. See what our options are. West Wing Hall. I can read. Okay, so it does let me redraw them here. Why does the courtyard cost a gem? Is it because we can find things in it? Let's go there. We've got a locked trunk. We've got 3 keys, so that should be no problem, but I want to look around first. Good windows, good windows. Absolutely nothing outside those windows. I guess it's supposed to be windows looking in from another room, because they don't know if there's going to be room on that side. And they don't want to draw what's on the other side of the windows, because you might not have chosen that room yet, like I haven't. I can't tell if these stones are in a different order. Let's go north. Let's open the chest, and then we'll try and go north again. It's 2 dice. A pair of ivory dice. While drafting, you may use dice to roll new floor plans. That's what they do. Okay. And a bunch of money. There are no paintings here. No drawings. So I can't have a letter here. I wonder if that's intentional. Alright, it's either a dead end or we go straight. Let's see how far north we can go. We got a car. We got a card. So we are here. With a D. Commissary, haven't seen that before. Items for sale. Chapel lets us go north in lavatory. Let's do the commissary since we have items. Sale 50% off days 20 and 21. Interesting. An old cigarette vending machine. Haven't seen one of those in decades. Dirigiblocks. I'd like to play Dirigiblocks. Okay, that looks fun. Here are our drawings. We got a staff notice. Same notice as in the security room. Terminal password still starts with S, but who knows? ING? Can't tell. Nothing unique about that note. Okay. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. That's a lie, because it's typed on red. With, without. This is where we learn the letter clue. This has a letter that this doesn't. This is with the letter. This is without the letter. So we've got vial. I don't know. Bath, bathe, tub, tube, test tube, and tub. Nothing in the trash can. Alright, let's check the store. There's a lot of stuff back there. Can you let me have, like, all of it? There's no one banding the counter. I can just jump this, right? Okay. Commissary for sale today. 5 gold for a salt shaker, 6 for a compass, 6 for a shovel, and 8 for a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer lets me break locks on chests. I know that. I don't know what anything else does. If the compass just points north, it's going to be very sad. But we should buy something to figure out what it is. And I'm curious what the compass actually does. So let's buy that. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Aha. Let's go to the bedroom. Go north. We have a planter. And... pilot. Pilot and plot. Alright, what else can we find? We've got a pawn in this room. I haven't been looking for chess pieces. It might be a problem. I might have missed some. There's no... There used to be a chest here in the other one, so that's not here. I think there's nothing in this room. Security will let us go left and north. And we'll make sure that we haven't missed anything. Alright, there's a knight in security still. But the chess pieces... The chess pieces haven't changed, as far as I've noticed. So... They are room dependent, not location dependent. Probably. So, is the chess puzzle going to be I need to put rooms in certain places? And I think it might be. Are these the same rooms? I believe they are. Yeah, these are the same rooms in the same order. There are two cameras of the vault from the same angle. Huh. Okay. Make sure that everything here is the same. Right, this is where I saw the different thumbtacks. The antechamber has been unlocked. Nope, okay, so that's a lie. These are the same notes. So we have a cliff, a beach, a shore. tag a 10. I don't know what this one is. Shore. Cliff. Ridge. Shore is going to be a word for another one probably because you can remove an R from shore for to get shoe. Um, where are we? We're here. I just realized I moved this to right on it, so it wasn't lined up. I just put a note saying what the two pictures are. Maybe I'll think of it later, or maybe I will. Maybe the other letters will help because if I go this way, I should get the first letter of the word. Hopefully, I don't have any discs, right? I don't have any. Okay. All right, let's go this way. Opportunity to earn money and spread money. Earn and spread money. And then I can come back in the office and figure out where. Oh, I don't have the gems for it. Closet. Ooh, metal detector. It's gonna beep at me immediately. No? Okay. Alright, we've got wheat and rain. Cloud. Rain grain. Do we have a chess piece in here? I don't think so. No. Alright, let's go north. Walk-in closet. 4 items. Boiler room. Power source. Or dark room. Let's see what the boiler room is. We got some panels that are missing some elements that might be relevant. I don't know. We've got a one-way bridge. But if I enter from that side, it's probably... I need to enter this room from the north? Huh. We do have background music now. Background noises. Okay, so I can redirect. And here. Oh, maybe powering that is how I lower that, hopefully. Okay, so this is the start. I love pipe puzzles. So if I just wanted to get to here, come from there, it should just be that. It'll also power can't tell where that goes. Alright, so it goes up this side into the top here, which may or may not power all three. I don't know. Let's see if this does what I want it to. Green does indeed extend the bridge. Oh, there's one back there too. Okay. You gonna let me in? It is a one-way door. I need to pull that lever from that side. Okay. So I can't get to that boiler there. This one. I need to get these moving. So I need to power this. I need to stop it at the right moment. Great. What else are we powering here? Goes up there. The door. Don't care about that. The hell is this red box? It's now powering the red box and the door. This platform. We have to have it go through here. So it'd have to come from there. So I need to do this. So I need to power this until I can get it to stop. Oh, I can reach that now. If I could just... I didn't see the buttons. Alright, so now I'm up here. Alright, cool. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore. What is up here? I have to power all three and then activate. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I have this where I could slide left, center, or right. I presume I need to power it from all three directions. Okay, this is sending power to this door. Okay, so I can open the door if I'm powering it from, I assume, both sides. But I don't want to do that yet. So let's shove this way. Now the only thing this can power is that. There we go. Huh. So we shut off the elevator. Yep. We do this. Now you're powering up there. Yep. And now we need the bridge across and to power this. The bridge across is that box, which is there. So we need it like that. So now it's powering that way and that way. You on? You are on. Okay, before I leave the room, those panels are gonna mean something in some order. Though I kind of want to activate this first and see what happens. No, I shouldn't. I should spin the panels and write down what they are. Because that's easy to do right now. It's this one. Okay. Big gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Small gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gap 1, gap 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 5, 1, 4. Okay, so that's... It is a repeating pattern. It's 15 tiles long. You see that? Boiler room panels. I don't know what order they start in, but it's probably that long gap. So, it's always 4x4. Alright. Those two, then those. Okay. So what does that mean? Who knows? It's not Braille because Braille is 2 by 3. So it can't be like two Braille numbers side by side. It might have something to do with room layout, but we're back here. Where are we right now? Boiler room, which is here, which doesn't have... I didn't see drawings, did I? I don't think so. Let's switch this back. That's the door, and red. What did red do again? Oh, right, I wanted to activate the boiler. Or the big thing. So it's this one. It's the bridge. And top. Ah. Someone's drawn a 4x4 grid on top of this elevator. Okay. Oh, this redirects which way is getting power? So I'm sending power to the security room? Which is sending power this way. Oh dear. I don't remember those power lines existing in the bedroom. I don't. I don't see them out there, and I don't want to take a whole bunch of extra steps. Okay. Someone's drawn a 4x4 grid on top of this box. In that one. Although that might just be a design thing. Okay. I like the cool mystery music we got going. Has anything changed? I didn't have a great look at things. Okay, I'm gonna do something that's creepy. I'm gonna look at the camera. And then I'm gonna look back. Oh, maybe that's not... Okay, no, it's just tracking my position and updating with a certain image based on where I am. and not actually... That's a smart way to do things so that you're not drawing the room twice. There's no camera up here. I'm providing power into the closet as well. Okay. Each room, each specific room, I'm gonna need to track what room it is, where the power lines go, because like this splits in 3 ways, and it looks like they all just always go right above the door in the center of the room, so that's good. So where the power lines go, the chess piece in the room, and then maybe other things. So let's start now. This doesn't say a room number here. Actually, it has connections between the 3 doorways. The boiler room has connections between the 3 doorways. Is it always just doorways? And does it happen to be all the blue rooms? Because we didn't have... Path stopped at the blue rooms. The path stops at in the closet because it's a dead-end room. I'll keep an eye out for that. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to try and activate both sides of that door? Doing so will make me shut off the big generator, probably. Because it'll be that one and straightforward here. So let's do this. See if the music goes away. But now I don't have a way up there. So I need to activate the elevator. Heck. What do you do? So that's one side of the door. And the elevator. Is it still providing power? It is somehow. Okay, so it was a one-time activation. That's cool. Oh, someone's drawn the tiles on the bottom here. I have a thought. Can I press the button while not on the elevator? No. Can I press the button and get off the elevator? No. Okay, what's under the elevator? Okay, I don't need you to provide power there anymore. Go power. Okay. Nothing's under the elevator. Dang it. Okay. So I should be powering straight ahead. Yeah. So I don't know what rooms are there yet. But I've powered that now. Am I not powering that side anymore? I am. No, I'm not, because I'm not providing steam to it. If I do this, does it go away? Maybe I only had to provide power to one side at a time. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Let's power this way just in case. Let's go into this room. Let's use a key. Heck. Archives. While drafting, you'll no longer be able to see all three of your potential floor plans. Is that for the rest of the run? That would suck. I want to get to the antechamber, see what's there. I guess the chapel? And the chapel doesn't have power in it, so the boiler room's not helping. Alright, now that I'm in the chapel. 1, it was over here, and it's a hoe. 2 is whatever pizza peel thing or whatever. These are the same. These are all the same in the same order with the same numbers. So, I can write that down in case it becomes relevant. There's a bishop in here. Alright, 1 was the hoe, 2 was... like you're a chef. So it's gotta be like a, Pizza Peel is spelled P-E-A-L, right? No, it's P-E-E-L. Okay. Three is a pitchfork. Oh, I didn't... There's one behind the clock there, too. Or the... It's not even a clock. 4 is a chimney sweep. Five was a broom, and 6 is the riding crop. Okay, and then 7, scepter and a shield. I see wings on the corner there, so there might be an 8th one, although I don't see an 8 at the bottom here. And then that's the symbol for this mountain. Mount... It was a plant name. Mount Holly. That makes sense, because it's holly. Let's... If I go north, maybe I can at least get a door to the antechamber. I've got those 2 rerolls. It's I don't have a key. Alright, we're off to the side here. Spread diamonds in each green room. I'd have to go back to the courtyard. Walk-in closet with 4 items. Hopefully one of them's a key. I don't have a gem. I guess it has to be the utility closet and I hope for a key, right? Or I go back to the boiler room and I open that door. Can't exit here, right? Once you have drawn floor plans, you must select one to draft. That sucks. Okay. Utility closet it is. Alright, we got a crate and a chart. Rate and rate? It's almost 5 o'clock. I should go soon. I'm gonna say it's crate and rate. Okay, so danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Keycard entry system. VAC indicators. Gymnasium dark room. Okay, so if when you enter the dark room, the breaker trips because it starts with a red light on. So maybe you can come back here and turn the light back on. Garage. The garage door didn't work. Cabinet crossed out. Okay. I don't know what VAC indicators are. That toggles them all to locked because I didn't set that in the security room. No, this didn't help us. No keys in here. Let's go back to next to the boiler room. Hopefully we can find a key in this room here. It cost us coins. Is there anything here in the seats here? No? Okay. We need to get there, so we need to go down. Don't be locked. Damn it. So I've got to go all the way down to the drawing room to go over here. Unless there were keys to buy in the commissary, but I doubt it. Yeah, okay. So while I'm in here, I need to set this to failsafe mode. Keycard system. I want offline mode to be unlocked. Because I have a feeling that there might not even be a key card in the game. You just need to find this room and the breaker room. Alright. Gotta go find some keys. Dark room will have us go north. Nothing else goes north. Right. Before I walk in, can't see anything. Lights are going to go out. Okay. Do I spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18 steps to turn the lights back on? No. Maybe. I don't have any other way to go, and I need to make sure that I'm getting some... Oh, I could have gone from the courtyard. God. Let's just go from the courtyard. There. Heck the dark room. Let's go to the boudoir. There's a safe in that room. And I know the secret message mentioned something about 8 safes. Alright. Where are our drawings? We've got a tray and a tie. So this isn't... what would this be called? Tier? T-I-E-R. That makes sense. So this would be R. We have these dice. What was this? Oh, right, Christmas. No idea what this would be. Keys for I don't have a gem. Billiard room has a game in it. There's a game relating to a dartboard, but not the rules of darts. Bunk room's a dead end. Billiard room lets me go forward. Let's see what this puzzle is. I got a nice pool table here with a misnumbered ball. The white with yellow stripes supposed to be 9. There's a bar here. Pour myself a drink. Nothing. Alright. It's a math puzzle, as noted by the math operators on the left and right. I believe that is standard dartboard arrangement. Though, don't quote me on that. Uh, we've got one blue tile and an otherwise black and white and gray dartboard. 19. Okay. One and two is 3. Okay, 15 and 7 is higher than 20. Maybe this means subtract. Add and subtract. And then multiply, divide, maybe? So, 8. 16 minus 3 is 13. Plus 5 times 2 is 10. Are we going outside in the whole time? Or rather, inside out. 12 minus 7 is 5 times 4 is 20. Noise. Unlocking door with silver key leads to a room with many doors. That's super useful up in the chapel where I want to get to the antechamber. I've also set the security system to fail with doors open, so I can go into the utility closet and shut off the power for the security system. Because I'm pretty sure oh wait, antechamber is locked, access lever is required. I don't know what an access lever is. What do we got here? We got a coat and a cot. Where are we? Alright, do we have any... I didn't see any chess pieces. Oh, that's... Wait. They have duplicate of some billiard balls. Okay, that's fine. Guess let's go this way. Don't be locked. Okay. We don't have gems. Let's go to the dining room because it opens up 2 paths, and I don't want to do the maid's chamber. I didn't order dinner. Ooh, we got dinner here. Dinner is served. Today's main course, porterhouse steak, a delightfully expensive cut, bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. 20 steps plus an additional 10 if you have a showroom in your house. What the heck is a showroom? I do not have a showroom, so I will not be dining yet. Hello. We have a stage, a theater, a play. Oh, heck. It was this one again. Pug said they knew this. Oh, we got a pawn in this room. Okay, if it's stage, S-T-A-G-E, what type of plant could this be? S-T-A-E, S-T-A-G, S-T-G-E-S-H, sage. All right. I didn't know that's what Sage looked like. Good to know. I'm now wondering if Molly is going to watch this VOD and is going to start kicking me about it. But I should know what Sage looks like. Although, to be fair, it's not painted teal or something. Rumpus Room. Plus 8 coins. It's going to be dead end. Bunk Room's a dead end. Spare. Okay, these are all dead ends. Rumpus Room has a gem requirement. Let's do the Bunk Room since it's a dead end anyway. And maybe we'll find something good. Metal detector's going off, so yep. Oh, we got 2 keys. Nice. Right. Ooh, we got an Atari. Can I pick up, like, that screwdriver or something? Come on. Turtles of Vera. The Trinsdale Mystery. We have 2 black pawns in this room. I have not been tracking color. I believe all of the chess pieces have been white. I don't know what it means when there are 2 of them. Camp Colonel. I hope they left you enough food, because this is going to take a while. It's got a tiny little bunk bed. That's so cute. Alright, we got a road through a forest. We got a reel, rod, road rod. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. It's a bit mean. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Okay, so today is capitalized here, and stupid is larger here. I also had more fun at camp than he had in his entire life. Wow, these brothers are mean. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. Wow. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Today's a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have done it the other way. I still would have rather had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Today's a good day being bold here. There was that thing before in the workshop about Bold letters. All right. Can't go up the ladder. So 2 black pawns in this room. And it's a dead end. I don't want to eat this because I'm probably... Oh, I am going to be coming back through here, so I won't eat it yet. Probably going to be coming back through here because I'll need to go all the way down and then up. And I'll need the steps, and it's plus 20 or plus 10 if you have a showroom. I might need that extra plus 10. I will have dinner later. Speaking of dinner, though, I need to go. It's 5:15. Can I save and quit? Yes. I'm going to save and quit. There will be a bonus stream tomorrow, sometime probably like 1 p.m. or so, I don't know, where I'll be playing more of this, picking up from right here. I don't want to call it a day. Can I not quit? Oh, that's... okay. I don't know that I like that. Right, the only one I can do is here, the gymnasium. Whenever you enter it, you lose 2. So I'm going to eat this. Tiger and Tier. So this is G. Hoople Sports. There's actually a key in this room, nothing else. Use a normal key. Let's do the mail room. We got paint. And we have a pint. So A. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate. From Dad. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you, happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try and post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you. And I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do us both a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there. I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. You can actually play Dirigiblocks? No, now I want to figure it out. I'm assuming there's going to be nothing much else here. Utility room fuse box, indicator settings. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Press any button above to activate blue. There's a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. What? I am gonna... Okay, hold on. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Oh, what the hell does that say? It's 2 sentences written on top of each other. Did something, something, stole mail? I can't read all the words, and it's kind of tough. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Now I have that for later. I think that's it here. I need to go. So I'm gonna go run back to utility closet, turn off the breaker, up to the oh wait, I can open that door, but I want to run up to the chapel and see if I can get all the way north. Yeah. I'm gonna use the special key. Aquarium. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. What items do I have? I've got a metal detector and a compass, so I could put something in the coat check. I want to see the aquarium, though. Because the aquarium lets me go toward the antechamber. I don't have a gem! Let's roll a die. I think we're just going conference room. One more. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Safe deposit box key. Okay. Yep. In the office safe. So the office has a safe. This is the room. This is the doorway to the antechamber. So I do need something to open that door. Okay. We have a plane and a lantern. A lamp. And... light flight. Let's do as many things as we can. I can't. Coat check. I'll put an item away for tomorrow. Chef. Chief. I don't know that the metal detector's been helping me. I don't know if the metal detector makes more items spawn, but if all it's doing is pointing out where items are, I think I'm good. Let's save the vault key. Cool. There's another hat in here. Bunch of hats. I don't see a chess piece over there. Okay. I still have a key. Let's go do the boiler room door before I leave. Oh no, my money. Oh wait, I can... Okay. Keycard entry system off. Turn the darkroom back on. Press any button above to indicate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. I need to... Okay. So I need to get... Oh, how did I do that? Okay. Okay, so now they're purple. And then what? Now they're purple. Shrug. So I've turned on the lights of the dark room. Let's run back there. Open that door. We'll open that door, and that if that leads, it's gonna lead nowhere. And then we'll go back to the dark room, turn that light on, see if there's anything useful in that room. Green rooms do not cost diamonds to draft. Sure. Also want to look for sketches for next time. A Gemerald. This is nice. Oh. That's why it's called Mount Holly. Okay, are those stars in front of the mountain? I think the ceiling skybox was applied on top of the wall skybox or something. That shouldn't be happening. Anyway, we don't have anything out here, do we? Got stone, nothing. Got dirt. Oh, if I had a shovel, I could dig up the dirt and find maybe an item. I'm assuming that's what that does. Alright. Boiler room to security to bedroom, all the way down to the drawing room. Alright, so stay on. Yeah. Okay, so we got stairs and stars. I knew that was an I, because it spells 8. Okay, we got some photos. Angerman. Angerman holding a camera into a mirror, taking a selfie in the bathroom. Someone carved a heart onto a tree outdoors. Okay, I very much want to figure out what I'm supposed to find in this room with the lights on so I don't have to do all that again. Nothing on that side. Alright, the butler has some sort of note at a party. He is shocked to be having his photo taken. It is 11 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Okay. The same photo of the trees. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said that the best development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. last development was too dark. So keep an eye on that. Okay. I noticed that this was bedside somewhere. Learning how to use a computer. There is a king piece. What room is this? Okay. There's like an office that has a king in it. The maids want none of your mess. Just leave them alone. Stop taking their picture. Again, but with better focus, he's figuring out how to use his camera. This is an important photo. All right, we're gonna go. I'm just gonna call it a day here, save and quit. Thank you everyone for watching. Coming up on stream in 25 minutes is... it didn't set my pop-up calendar. There it is. In 25 minutes is Shrine with Wrench and Heller. And then on Monday, I'm building more Lego Lord of the Ring stuff at 6. But there will be a Trine stream tomorrow afternoon. Not a Trine stream, a Blueprint stream tomorrow afternoon, so look out for that. More Dungeons of Hinterberg on Wednesday. Civ 5 with Glass. We're going to finish our war, hopefully, and claim the planet for ourselves. And that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. I'll be back in 25 minutes with Trine. I stream 4 days. Hi, I'm Faded. I stream 4 days a week here on twitch.tv/. Oh god, my hair's a mess. There we go. That's a little better. I should have noticed that before. I stream 4 days a week, twitch.tv/FadedOasis. I upload all my VODs to youtube.com/@FadedOasis. This one will be uploaded sometime tonight, hopefully. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, save and quit, sorry. Call it. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye.